Hey guys, Chris here from Crochet Drag Media, and I'm joined here with my uncle Charlie Turs and his gorgeous twin turbo Cortina. Alright Charlie, so tell me, what got you into the cars? You've been around it for a long time, what got you into it?
My dad had a Valiant Charger when I was younger, and all the way through my years, he used to take us to school in it and stuff, and I loved it. I used to dream about driving it and stuff, and mate, I turned 14, I stole it from his house, and I was driving it. I was like, this is my car, this is the car I need to own. So I owned the Valiant, had a Valiant Charger. Well, he sold it actually when I turned 16 because it was too much power. He goes, no, he's going to get rid of it. It's got too much power. So I went out and bought one about when I was 16, 17. Went and bought one, put triples on it, twin plate clutches, and did all that stuff, and it used to fly. And since then, I just got the bug.
So, what was the first car, you really, built properly and you took it apart? What was the first car that you really went to depth to and built?
So the first car I had was a Valiant Charger. I built that. It had a 3-speed manual. Went and bought another Charger for parts.
Yeah.
Had a 4-speed manual in it with triple Webers and twin plate clutches and all that. And I did that, put that all together, made 2 cars out of one, and had fun with that. That was a top car, and then just snowballed from there.
You owned any, Cortinas previously before you got this?
Yeah, so when I was 18, I owned a Cortina. It was just a 302 with a cam. It didn't have much power, but it used to fly because it was a light car. And that's made me fall in love with Cortinas. Light car, not much power, and you're flying. That's why I love them. That's it. I got addicted. You put a bit of power into them, and mate, no one can catch you. That's why I love them. From 18 years old.
So obviously, Charlie, we got a beautiful TC Cortina.
Yeah.
Gorgeous hot orange color.
Thanks, man.
So what were your thoughts originally? What gave you the itch to get another Cortina? And what were you going to do to it originally?
Well, I was actually looking for a Capri, and I couldn't find one because I love Capris as well. Couldn't find one, kept looking, then this orange Cortina came up. I always wanted an orange Cortina, and this Cortina came up, and I fell in love with it. Okay, that's it, this is the car. And that's the car I bought. This is it. I'm actually aspirated, had a built motor, everything ready to go. Wanted to race it, but I thought, you know what? I need more power. I think it's time to step the game up and go with the technology and go turbos. Everyone else is doing it. So that's the game, going turbos. 2 hair dryers.
Alright Charlie, obviously, it doesn't look like a standard Cortina engine bay. So give us a rundown on the combo, man.
The combo, 302 base, 363 dart block, AFR heads. I love that combo. I've got it in my Mustang as well. I've driven my Mustang, the 66 Agro. I've done power play, power cruise, drag raced it, nitrous it. I've caned it, and I've probably changed the oil once in it. And I've limited bashed it all its life, and it loves it. So I said, you know what? I want to use the same base, love the motor, and just add turbos. It's a good combo. I like it. It revs hard, mate. It does everything perfect. So I said, you know what? Keep it small cubes, and we'll just add some turbos and make the thing rev hard.
So obviously, Charlie, you got your beautiful Mustang back there, 66 Agro.
Yeah, man.
263 in it, naturally aspirated.
Yes.
Like you said, you've owned a few naturally aspirated cars, especially back in the day. Your first Cortina with a 302 in it, naturally aspirated. So what made you go turbo, man?
I was against turbos. I was against all that crap and all that technology stuff until my brother bought a Cortina. It's got 700 horsepower, beautiful car, mate. Price tyres, Hulk, 73 Hulk, Cortina. Thing's a beast. It's so, but you drive it, the thing's rocking and it's so lumpy, and you rock up to the lights, the thing's just rocking all over the place. It goes out, it'll run a 9 all day. He went out, he shat himself, ran at like a 10.2 because he picked up the front wheels and that. I'm like, nah, I need more than that. And that's why I said, from that night, when he raced his car, I said, I'm going twin turbos. I want a half throttle and run mines.
Alright Charlie, so let's get into details about your turbos now. What size are they, champion?
I've got GTX 3584 RSs, twin. Don't want to go too big, I want it responsive. Still going to make decent power. You know, I'm hoping around the 500 horsepower on the wheels, maybe 400. My aim is to run a 7. So whatever power it makes, it makes.
So give us, a bit more on the running gear. So what sort, what if you're going in the gearbox, and give us a rundown, man.
Okay, so the gearbox I've got is a 2-speed power glide. Ours Race Glides built it. Reed casing. It's got some dump valve thing that stops the lag. It's got straight cut gears. It's got all the good stuff, like to run a couple of thousand horses. TCE converter, 3500. Mechanical diode in it, and got all the bells and whistles. Yeah,
that's the way.
That's good. Hopefully, it's still in the build, but hopefully, I'm telling you all these things. They sound good, but you don't know if they're going to work until you get to the track and you try them out.
100%.
And that's the aim. Yeah, I know there's going to be little hiccups everywhere. And I'm ready to take it on. So I'm not here to say, oh, this got wrecked or that got wrecked. Mate, it happens. So even if you got the best of everything,
that's right.
I'm gonna have a crack and see how we go, and whatever hiccups we have, we fix. The diffs are, it's a 9-inch diff, 3.0 gears. I don't know, I was told, if I want to run my mile an hour versus my 275 radial, to go 3.0s. So I'll try that first, and then I'll step up or step down, whatever I need to do to make it work. 31 spline axles, strange axles, Detroit locker. It's not the best of the best, but I won't change it till I heard it.
Alright, so tell me about the cage, man. Obviously,
roll cage.
Yep.
The roll cage was built by Shane Fabrications. Gun, love him. He's pretty good. He tucked it right up. You can't really see it. He's gone down the sides of the pillars, and he's tucked it down the back, and so it's not in your face. Down the sides of the doors, so you can have your back seat still. You've done a great job. Yeah, it's good. Shane Fabrications. Or Molly, Chrome Molly. Yeah, happy with it.
So obviously, we've got 2 turbos on it. I've got a V8. It's going to be going quick. So how are you going to stop, mate?
Stop. I've got a remote booster that's sitting right here. Must cylinder. I've got the Woolwood must cylinder. I wanted to put the booster there too, but there was no room for the dump pipe to fit. So took the booster out, put the must cylinder there, and booster sits here. Hope it works. Haven't tried it yet, but there's a pedal.
That's something.
So we'll try and give it a crack and see how we go. It's all, everything I do is I'm guinea pigging. Like it all works on pen and paper. Everything works on pen and paper. But I've got to drive the car, see if it works, and then adjust, and then do things. And on paper, my car's apparently supposed to run 7s, but it might run 9s. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
saying it's one thing, doing it's another.
Yeah. So it's just everything I'm doing. It's just a fresh, brand new build. I'm going to get hiccups. I'm going to get I'm going to run into problems. I know I am. So these are the things that I'm going to come over. But I don't mind it. I love it. I love building. I love playing with cars. I love working things out, especially in the rear end. Fuel cell, I've got I've got a 75 litre tank. and I've got a 10-litre surge tank. What I did, I put it in the boot, there was no room for it. And then plus a battery in the boot. It was just, there was no more room left. So what I've done, I've cut the 75-litre tank out the corner and put the 10-litre surge tank inside the tank. So it's all one piece now. And I've got the pickup, I've got an in-tank pump in the main tank that feeds the surge, and then from the surge to the mechanical pump to the rear, gravity-fed mechanical pump. And it's all in one tank, so now it's all inside the 75-litre tank. And that feeds cable drive to the front, and it feeds my rails.
So, what tyre are you aiming on running?
I'm aiming on running a 275 radial, but I might change my mind, I might go with slick, I don't know, but at the moment, 275 radial. That's the tyre size I've sort of worked out for my differentials. But if it works, we'll find out soon.
So Charlie, who built your engine, man? Pretty.
My engine was built by Arthur Johnson's Engineering. Champion blokes. Champions. They've been building my engines from my Mustang back in the day and whatever. Mate, I ring their motors, mate. Ring them. And they don't miss a beat. They don't lose oil. Mate, they're perfect. So they're good boys. They're not even engine builders. They're machinists. They're a machine shop. But I think they're like good friends of mine, and they take that little bit extra step for me, you know. Fab work, manifolds, charge pipes, you know, all the fancy stuff out the front, engine mounts and stuff. I had a good friend of mine, Chris, do all that. He's a gun too, mate. Lovely guy. He did all my fab work in regards to manifolds, wastegates and all that shenanigans out the front, you know. And I had a good friend of mine, Sully, do my tank. That he cut out my tank, and he's the one that cut the tank and fabbed it up for the surge tank to fit inside. Did a top job on it too. So I've got a good little crew of friends that are helping me out a lot. Wiring, I haven't got to wiring yet, but I'm going Haltech. I'm going to put the Haltech Nexus in it. Apparently it's the bee's knees. So Mixed Motorsport says, Matooks and all the rest of the guys. But Mixed Motorsport is going to be the guy that tunes his car, hopefully, you know. And yeah, he's putting a Nexus in it and hopefully make some kahunas. You know?
So that wraps up for tonight, and thank you, Charlie, for coming on.
No worries, my man.
And we'll catch you on the next episode. You know, we'll be going through the interior and all the wiring and just all the extra stuff. So stay tuned for the next episode, guys. That's it, Charlie Tours.
Thank you, Christian. Good to have you.
Thank you.
And we'll talk to you next time, bro.
Easy.
El chakra es un camión de remolque. AG. remolque.